My friend Amy and I headed into Baxter for a winter trip. We were headed to South Branch Pond, bunkhouse in the north end. It was a Sunday, so quite a few snowmobilers. They were friendly. Everyone waved, and they keep the trail nicely groomed. It's 4 miles from the Matagamon Gate parking area to Trout Brook Farm bunkhouse. I didn't record any of it because it was just skiing, kind of boring footage. But here we are arriving at Trout Brook Farm. Let's see what the temperature is. 16.
That digital?
Yep.
Oh man.
Just bet they wouldn't leave a friggin' shovel. The next day we headed to South Branch Pond bunkhouse, which is 8 miles. It was cold in the mornings, not as bad as it could be for up in that area this time of year. So it was like single digits, maybe 0 in the morning, but then it'd warm up into the teens, sometimes 20s during the day, which is like perfect. Don't really want it into the 30s because the snow starts to get sticky and be a pain in the ass. So this is Trout Brook Crossing. Up ahead, just around the corner, is the bridge over Trout Brook. And to the left here, in 2.5 miles, you arrive at South Branch Pond Campground. So here we head off on this side road, which had a lot of heavy moose traffic. It was pretty impressive. So part of the debate is it faster and easier to use skis? And we've come to the conclusion that unless you're a strong skier, it's about a wash or faster with snowshoes. Oh, this is gonna be good. So perfect. Here we are arriving at South Branch Pond bunkhouse. It has 2 big bunk rooms and a nice big room. It was very cold inside. It had warmed up outside, but the inside still had the nighttime temperature in there. It must have been 10 degrees in there. It was cold. But we quickly got a fire going, warmed it right up. Well, that ice looks like shit out there. See that gray spots out there?
I see it. I wonder if they even bothered.
Doesn't look it. So lots of abrasion on these trees and saplings and bushes. Um, I think that December storm right before Christmas, I think there was ice on the lake up here, and they got like 5, 6 inches of rain. And I think that ice floated and rushed down and did this damage to these trees. That's my theory. The next day we hiked up Trout Brook to the falls. Okay. Wow, is this a drift? That's a drift. Wow.
No, we just shoot right across. We'd be right there.
Probably be fine. Especially with snowshoes on, distributing the weight. But if you fell through, that'd be a real bitch. Yeah, you'd never get them off. I'd pull you out. It'd be all right. Just be scary. We're approaching our lean-to. What did we stay in? 6? I think it was this one here with the giant drift in front of it. Oh, next one. I guess we're probably the first ones. Well, I guess we can see. Here's a grouse that landed, walked a little bit, then took off.
Falls and pools.
Yeah.
So 2 more miles.
Yeah. That's good.
So far I'm feeling fine. Of course you're doing all the trail breaking.
No fishies. We almost got to the falls. It was getting pretty side hill slope. So we just turned around, went back. It was fine. It was a real pretty hike up and through there, through that valley. And even that little bit of elevation gain in that dark little valley, it was pretty chilly. This is probably around where we turned around and went back. There are other nice hikes to do from South Branch Pond. There's the whole Traveler Loop. I think that'd be big in the winter. I'd like to at least go up to North Traveler in the winter. here's a full moon time lapse at night. So the next day we headed back to Trout Brook Farm. We wore snowshoes to just compare the timing, even though it wouldn't be exactly the same because probably the elevation, but to get a rough idea. Ooh, look at this here. They had a jamboree. I mean, what are you doing? Oh, look at the hair. I bet, you think they're fighting? Look at this. Boy, oh boy. What I would have done to be, look at this hair. Oh, to be a fly on the wall for that little jamboree. That looks like a fight. Oh, they did have a little groomer. Love seeing that speed limit 10 sign because you know you're entering a campground and it's almost time to sit down and drink something hot. Look at the bread. You guys see that? Look at this special treat. Yeah. What is it? Lemon poppy?
Lemon poppy seed.
Getting water in the winter is a real pain. We would melt snow and push it through a filter. At South Branch, we found running water and we could just put it through a filter. That's much easier. So the next day we left Trout Brook Farm and headed to the Matagamon Gate parking lot and then home. The jumble, she's keeping together.
It's all carabiner Dawn. It's fine.